Imagine a tower so tilted it looks like it could topple over at any moment. That's the Leaning Tower of Pisa, one of Italy's most famous landmarks. Every year, millions of people visit Pisa to see this amazing structure. People love to take funny pictures holding up the tower, but the Leaning Tower of Pisa is more than just a funny photo opportunity. It's a symbol of history, architecture, and the ingenuity of the people who built it and those who saved it from falling. The tower is actually a bell tower, or campanile, for a nearby cathedral. The tower is part of a larger complex that includes the cathedral, a baptistry, and a cemetery. Together they form one of the most beautiful and historic sites in all of Italy. Construction of the Leaning Tower of Pisa began in 1173. It was designed to be a tall, beautiful tower, reaching for the heavens. The tower is made of white marble and has 8 stories. It's decorated with columns, arches, and sculptures typical of the Romanesque style. The tower is 185 feet tall and weighs over 14,000 tons. The first 3 stories were built without a problem, but then the ground began to sink unevenly. This caused the tower to tilt to one side. Work resumed in 1272, but the lean couldn't be corrected. The tower remains slightly curved and still leans today. The soil underneath the tower is soft clay and sand. This type of ground is not very stable, especially when a heavy structure is built on top of it. Over time, the weight of the tower caused the foundation to settle unevenly. This is what caused the lean. South is the side where the ground is the softest. If the ground were equally firm all around, the tower would stand straight. But the uneven ground is only part of the story. The tower also leans because of its own design. The tower's foundation was not built deep enough or strong enough to support its weight, and the fact that construction was halted and then resumed several times made the problem worse. The combination of soft ground and design flaws is what makes the Leaning Tower of Pisa so unique. For centuries, the Leaning Tower of Pisa was in danger of collapsing. In the 20th century, the lean had become so bad that many feared the tower would soon fall. Something had to be done to save it. In 1990, the Italian government closed the tower to the public and began a major restoration project. The goal was to stabilize the tower and prevent it from collapsing, but not to completely straighten it. Engineers knew that completely straightening the tower would actually be harmful. It could cause the tower to crack and crumble. Part of the tower's charm is its lean, so they wanted to preserve that while also making it safe. The restoration project was a delicate and complex undertaking. To stabilize the tower, engineers first had to understand exactly what was causing the lean. They used computers to create a 3-dimensional model of the tower and the ground beneath it. This allowed them to study the problem in detail. They also installed sensors to monitor the tower's movements. One of the most important steps was to rotate back towards a more upright position. The soil extraction was done very gradually, just millimeters at a time. This was to avoid putting too much stress on the tower. They also installed steel cables around the base of the tower to provide extra support. The entire stabilization project took over a decade to complete. It was a remarkable feat of engineering. Thanks to the hard work of the engineers, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is no longer in immediate danger of collapsing. It's been stabilized and is expected to remain standing for at least another 200 years. The lean has even been reduced by about 40 centimeters. It's still leaning, but it's much safer than it was before. The tower reopened to the public in 2001. Today, visitors can climb to the top and enjoy the amazing views of Pisa. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is a reminder that even mistakes can be beautiful. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our ability to overcome challenges. So, the next time you see a picture of someone pretending to hold up the Leaning Tower of Pisa, remember that there's a fascinating story behind that funny photo. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.